there are many, many doubts and confusions are there. So many people in the beginning, they say, no, it is whatever been said in this Upanishad, there are 18 or these slokas are there. So whatever is said, they are not meant for knowledge actually. They are meant for, some karma or part of it. Karma, by karma, we mean some type of arrangement, some type of sacrifice or rituals, what is it, like that, karma. So, in between the karma aspect, how come an Upanishad, the knowledge one derives? Because Veda have got 4 parts. There is Samhita, there is Brahman, there is Aranyak, and lastly the Upanishad one. So it should have been at the deep end of it. How come it suddenly evolved in the Samhita? Actually, in this Shukla Yajur Ved Samhita, there are 40 chapters. In it, first 39 chapter, it is narrated of different rituals. Different rituals have been narrated there. Okay. And in those rituals, many things have said. Many things have been said there. Many things. Because Veda have got many things in it, so let me just introduce few more things to you. What has been said in the Veda, some type of interpretation should be there. What is written in it actually? Some type of interpretation. And for the knowledge one, that means to derive knowledge, that means what is the ultimate goal of human life, ultimate goal of us. There are few philosophical schools are being developed. Few philosophical, we call it, there are 6 types of philosophical schools that have been developed to show what is the goal of Vedas. The earliest one we say of the Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Darshan, Sankhya. It has been, the main exponent of it is Kapila Muni. If you come to India, when there is one pilgrimage site, it is known as Ganga Sagar. It is the joining point of river Ganga with Bay of Bengal. There is a ashram there of Kapila Muni. People visit it even today. It is a great pilgrimage site. So he was the main exponent of Sankhya Darshan, Sankhya school of philosophy. Then comes Vaisheshik, another school of this philosophy. Then comes Nyaya Darshan, that means philosophy of reasoning. Okay. Then again, there is another school of philosophy that we generally know, that is called Yoga, Patanjali Yoga Darshan, that school of yoga. Then another school is there that is called Purva Mimamsa. It is a school of philosophy which deals with the rituals that I had been mentioning about right now in this discussion. Purva Mimamsa. The exponent of the Purva Mimamsa, what they discussed actually, they discussed about the different type of rituals that have been said. What is the target of the ritual? What should we do? What is the goal of human life? How one can achieve heaven? What one should not do so that he shall not be sent to hell. Like that, different things have been narrated or discussed like these things. Purva Mimamsa. Primarily, Purva Mimamsa deals with rituals. It is a philosophical school. Then comes this last one, Uttar Mimamsa. Uttar Mimamsa is the Vedanta philosophy. This is another philosophy, Vedanta philosophy. All these 6 philosophical schools, they all speak of salvation, mukti, salvation they speak of. Okay. So it is an, it is a, when you read a book, okay, there are few things written there in the word, in some typical word. If we want to interpret it deeply, then footnote is written there. So like that, I am telling you like a footnote. It is an attachment to our knowledge. That means it will help us to interpret what has been said in Upanishads. When we shall be going deeper in the Upanishads, we shall interpret it in deeper way. What is being said there? Okay, that is why I am narrating these things. So I have been discussing about, telling you about 6 type of philosophical schools. And lastly, this about this Vedanta Darshan. Vedanta Darshan means this Uttar Mimamsa, that okay. So I've been telling you about 6 type of philosophical schools. Now what happened actually? This Vedanta Darshan, when I mentioned it about it, all people heard about Brahma Sutra. A book is there, Brahma Sutra. It is written by Vyasa, this Adi Vyasadeva. He wrote it. It is sutra in very short, very compact form of sloka. Sutra. So there are 550 sutras there. Brahma Sutra. It is about Uttar Mimamsa, that is Vedanta Darshan. That is philosophical, this Vedanta philosophical school. And what we have been discussing, this Isho Upanishad, I have been following the perspective of Adi Shankaracharya. He is an exponent of Advaita Vedanta, non-duality. Okay. All the Upanishads, different sects are there, different sects. They describe these all Upanishads in their way. If you build up a community, a sect in this spiritual world, in this, under this Sanatan Vedic culture, if you build up a sect, then if you want to establish it, then you must be having your own version of analysis, Vyakhya, that we say, analysis upon this Shruti, Smriti and Nyaya. Shruti means the Upanishad, Smriti means Bhagavad Gita, or Sanat Sujatiya Sangvad, one book is there, which is also derived from Mahabharata itself. Then comes the Vishnu Ashtakara Shatanam. It has also been regarded in the Smriti. And the last one is, what is it? Is this Nyaya one. Nyaya was this Brahma Sutra. So you must be having your own perspective upon this three. Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya. That is called Prasthantraya. These three are called Prasthantraya. Why I say Prasthan? Let me tell you in short, very short. Like, if you can imagine a Ved as a human, okay? Ved are the whole this divine as a human, as a body. So the head is the main one. Similarly, eye is the very, very important thing, important part of the body. We have got different organs in our body. Hand is there, legs are there, okay, eyes are there, mouth is there, head is there. So among all those organs, if we can imagine Veda as the main pillar, suppose an object, like human-like object, then the main organs, if we can imagine, it should be head, heart, like this thing. So in this way, main organs in the Vedas, in this all Sanatan culture, these are three things: Shruti, Veda, Smriti, Bhagavad Gita or these two other what I said, and the Nyaya. Nyaya means is Brahma Sutra. One must have your own perspective upon this if you want to build up a sect.